I'm Matt, the etrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Benton LittleShift Bike Rack on the back for our 2024 Buick Enclave. Now this is going to be a great option if you're looking for something that's going to be compact, easy to use, and can carry a lot of different styles of bikes. So our main goal of today is to see how this rack is going to interact with the Buick. So let's start off with the bike first. So with your bike, even if you have a mountain bike with some wider handlebars, let's say you're on a bumpy road, you still got plenty of clearance here where it's not going to make contact with anything. Now at this moment we can't open up our hatch. The only way to do that is if we remove the bike, since this doesn't have a tilt feature to it. And part of the reason why it doesn't have a tilt feature is because this can handle a lot of weight. It's going to be rated for 80-pound bikes, so you can even carry your heavy e-bikes. Now to take it off, all you got to do is remove the strap on the back tire by pressing a button and tucking that away. It's going to be the same thing for the front side. Get that done too, and then we can move over to this front ratcheting hook. And this is really easy to take off. All I got to do is press this button, and once I press that, this can remove completely, and I can get it out of my way. Now right now I just have it making contact with my tire. I could bring it over here and make contact with the frame instead. Frame contact's great if you want something a little bit more sturdy, but wheel contact's great if you have anything like a carbon frame bike. I'll leave that there and take it off, and now you can take it out for a ride. Now we can take a closer look at the components of this rack. So on that rear cradle, that actually has the ability to pivot around to accommodate a wider range of wheelbases. Now it's also important to make sure we put everything back up so it looks a little bit nicer. Here's that pivoting. Same thing for the front side. And I'm going to make sure I put this hook back on, because if you lose that, you can't carry your bikes. I'll put it down. What I'll do is pull it down a little bit closer and then push it up so it's kind of underneath this wheel cradle back here, so it doesn't really bounce up when you're driving around. Now from here, let's get a couple measurements to see if it's going to be the right fit for you and your Buick. So the first thing I'm going to get is going to be our ground clearance, and that's going to be at 20.5 inches. So even if you have that heavy e-bike back here, or if you step on it, because it is going to have this designated spot here, if you need to get to your roof, if you have a roof rack up there, it's probably going to drop down a little bit. So keep an eye on it if you're going up any steep inclines like a hill or driveway. Now the next measurement I want to get is going to be the total distance away from our back bumper, and that is going to be 19.5 inches. So that's going to be pretty compact. Now there are going to be some even more compact options out there. One is going to be the Piston Pro SR Bike Rack. Now that's going to be a very premium rack, easy to use, but it's just overall just a little bit nicer look on the back of the Buick. But this one I like a little bit more, since if you're someone just kind of getting into riding, I think it fits perfectly. Now, it's not going to block a whole lot back here. So if we look at our license plate, taillights, back window, and our backup camera, that's not going to be obstructed. And the way this is going to install is going to have the 2-inch shank that goes into your 2-inch hitch receiver. You'll have that anti-rattle bolt that goes through, connects to a nut, and then a clip at the very end of that. And that's kind of what gives us this really good hold, since you don't want to hear any rattling when you're out on the road. Now, in my opinion, I think this is going to be a solid choice if you are looking for, like again, something compact, easy to use, and at the end of the day, it's going to be able to carry most bikes for you. Now, if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at eTrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.